Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears at McLean Stadium. Boats lining the brasses as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. We have waited patiently and sometimes impatiently, and the moment is finally here. Time to kick off a new season. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bears offense will get the first swing of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the option. Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down.
Wow, gutsy call that time by the offense. They're going option on 3rd and long, and the defense is going to watch the film. They're going to be kicking themselves. Nobody was accounting for the quarterback. That was an easy read-in decision for him to go get the first down and keep this drive alive.
The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Hauls it in. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Cameron. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker. It's Cameron. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is.
The tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25 to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So Middle Tennessee's offense will have its first possession of the game. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to throw, it's Battiato. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's a long way to throw the football. When you throw that comeback, it's all the way out wide. Nice job by the corner seeing it. The receiver looks like he's running.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Butler.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Great job by the back on the option. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Got the quick completion. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Looking downfield, it's Robertson. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the big fella. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. To the ground with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Here comes the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch. There he goes to the right. The tag. Touchdown, Baylor! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to UTSA. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Got his man in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Battiato. Flips it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Rushes on him. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Going up top again. Catch in the middle, it's Doherty. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. On first down from the 13-yard line. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
On the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. What a disappointment. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Dropping back, it's Robertson. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. To the air on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Cameron. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, going up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown Bears!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll toss it. It's a seam wide open. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Baylor!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Bears line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Robertson. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Using his legs, it's Washington. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Vattiato. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Looking for room at the 40. Flying out to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears! Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Off-play action. Throws to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field.
Well, at this point in the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Completes it in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Baylor! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Working that left side. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw, it's Spatiato. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man downfield. Sprinting away. He's loose. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Safe completion on the screen. And he's still running after the move. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Split backs here. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Cameron.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. With all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's up to 90 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for space. It's Washington. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Touchdown Bears! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Vattiato. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Touchdown, MTSU. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll set up to throw. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead of you.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for, so it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
That's going to do it from here. This historic stadium, home to the Iron Horse and the Great Dane, to Wilson and Alvarez. Camp Randall Stadium in Madtown, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Wisconsin's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Makes the catch. It's Dupree. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Makes the catch. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Badgers are rolling down the field. The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
To the air. It's Edwards. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down, and let's see if they go for it here. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. So Middle Tennessee State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. From the shotgun, the inside give. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Really nice 1st down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Grab near the sticks. It's Doherty. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the toss. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Trying to do it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They go to the ground. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll run play action. Quarterback adapting. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Lacey. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Spins away from the defense. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to power it in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The option look. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Quick update, guys, on the border war. One of the longest standing and most meaningful games in football. Missouri and Kansas. Here's an update. Kansas proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Jayhawks team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for room. It's Dupree. Oh, a lot of space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Sort of getting in touch with their inner James White, Melvin Gordon, or Jonathan Taylor to pick up another 1st down.
I mean, it's just crazy the list of guys they've had play here in the Wisconsin tradition, and it continues, right? Everybody who's here, you're going to be featured. You're going to get touches. So, hey, recruits, you want to carry the football a lot? Come to Wisconsin.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Fires to the big fella. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Fires left. It's caught.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and
fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Wisconsin! The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Scanning the field, it's Battiato. Under fire. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
To the air on second down. Fires one high and deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to go up top on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
Now facing a third and long. Wants to throw. It's Battiato. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Badgers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Battiato. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Here's the give off the left side. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Sixth play of the drive coming up. From the gun, give on the inside.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The give to the back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
The running game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Runs through a tackle. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Under fire. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On the run, it's Dupree. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll run it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Here comes the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. The give out of the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
To the air, it's Battiato. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a grab past the marker. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll run the option. The pitch. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Throwing right. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Leaves it with the running back. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Unloads it left. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball.
Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Michael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it.
Back to pass, it's Edwards.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks Thanks for the update. They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out. And
looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Badgers line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Got the first down and more. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Battiato. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Blue Raiders.
Hey, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pressure coming. Finds his man. It's Dupree. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They just keep firing. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Running into the open space. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. Unleashes one deep. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He is denied. No good on the two-point try, and the lead remains at 5. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish. South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Blue Raiders offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Gattiato. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. And after that, best thing you can do, hunt it away. Here comes the special teams. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. So Notre Dame's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches, and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Carr. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give to the tailback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Lacey. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Hunt. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Mattiato. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. 3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. The play action fake. Looking to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way and he is lucky to get that one back. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by 7 over Central Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run it from the gun. Wide open spaces.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They feed him again. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. quarter, guys. It's Middle Tennessee on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the...
He lofted high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires to the tight end. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the option. Now the pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but using that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Quarterback gets sacked at his own 2-yard line. Give the defense a ton of credit. They were going for the safety, and they almost got it. Great effort up front by the big.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Out of the backfield, he's open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Rides to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. So they march the ball 41 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Back to throw. It's Battiato. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. Wants to adjust the pattern. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He's got it, first down and more. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Walker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. Looking downfield, it's Battiato. And they can't make the play on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Right back to the well. Oh, he's got a chance. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Fields. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's locked. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away to find some room. Across the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the D deny them on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to set up the screen. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll run it from the gun. What a move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. The inside handoff. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Battiato. Looking to the big tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can...
There he goes! And And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Working on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the...
Turning it on! And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback may change this route. He's looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, MTSU. Fitted in the window for the score.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, the inside give.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Well, these wide receivers work the middle of the field. So much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it.
Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. To the air, it's Carr. Rushes on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Kick is in the air. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Fires to the right. It's complete. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, it's Gattiato. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 31 over Central Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab. It's Pauly. Ernie on the Jets. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Now the toss. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, home of the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Raider fans have been clamoring to get this one started all week. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense will start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Battiato. The quick out. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Setting up the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Marshall Thundering Herd has the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
Now, he was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense.
It's a seam wide open, and the ball squirted out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
What a real good job by the defense defending the RPO. I got to defend them. Make the QB take off. Got him to cough up the football. Great job by the defense playing their responsibilities and forcing the turnover.
The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Battiato. Here's a heat. Pulls it in, it's Lacey. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. A strike downfield. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Grab near the marker. It's Walker. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football.
Touchdown, Blue Raider! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Hauls it in at the 40.
Returner brings it out to the 45.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Battiato. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Butler. Can't get him to the ground. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Handoff from the gun. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, MTSU. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give on the inside. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
To the air, it's Turner. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. stumbled to the ground.
Hey, I like this by the offense. Nice job of not forcing it, having to throw the football. Now you make it third and manageable and put your offense in a better position to succeed. That's a nice second down play.
Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And the extra point is good. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Norton. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We reached the end of the period. Middle Tennessee is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the ground, it's Allen. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to pass. It's Turner. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Marshall! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Set to kick it away.
comes the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Walker. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
He'll field the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. To running room. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Battiato. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Swings it out to his running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into that, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Took a shot as he threw.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Turner. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Makes a connection. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Murfreesboro. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Floyd Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Coming out with it, it's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Marshall takes over the ball, and the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Turner. He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He's got it. And the returner will be brought down. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, MTSU. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Turner. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
That might have been a touchdown-saving tackle right there. Offensively, nice play call going with the toss to get that running back to the outside. I'm telling you, if he makes that guy miss, that might have been 6.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the option. He'll toss it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So the final period starts with a second down play. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. To the air, it's Battiato. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far. And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter, we're sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The option look. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you could hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. They're still firing away even with this lead. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.